I Should Be So Lucky. Written by Judy Astley. Read by Julia Franklin. The moral right of the author has been asserted. Chapter 1. Viola knew it was time to go home when the many shades of pink in Charlotte's sitting room made her think of the messier surgical events in Casualty. At the point where the claret-coloured sofa seemed to be morphing into a giant hemorrhaging liver, she stuffed that week's book group choice, Sense and Sensibility, into her bag with a firmness that Jane Austen, even at her most waspish, really didn't deserve. The others were talking holidays and handbags now, anyway, two subjects on which Viola didn't have a lot to say, having bought neither that were worthy of discussion for a couple of years. The book had long since been dealt with, swiftly and without mercy, the Austen aspect having descended into a discussion about the fat-hiding quality of Empire-line frocks, and whether sprigged muslin would ever again be an on-trend style statement. Party's over, Viola decided. With difficulty, she hauled her whirling brain back to reality and queasily tried not to picture slit-wrist Scarlet, contrast feature wall over fireplace, listed on Farrow and Ball's paint chart as a bloody trickle, instead of a neat rectangle, sandwiched between picture gallery red and dead salmon. Charlotte must have been in a state of severe iron deficiency the day she chose the decor for this room. "Sorry, everyone. Lovely evening, but I have to go now. Curfew." She wobbled a bit as she got up. The massed perfumes of the 7 assembled women in an overheated room were surely dangerously potent. What with that and the collective hair products, they'd all go up in a whopping fireball if anyone lit a match. And, of course, once that thought had crossed her mind, Viola immediately looked round nervously to make sure Lisa wasn't casually lighting up a B&H and about to blast them all to pieces. That instant tension was what you got when you had the kind of life where the default setting was for everything to go as wrong as it possibly could. But Lisa was halfway out of her chair, taking Viola's departure as a break opportunity, and nodding apologetically gardenwards, ciggies and lighter safely unlit in her hand. "Oh, V, what do you mean, curfew?" Charlotte's smile was a mocking one. "Come on, stay a bit longer. It's only just gone 10. You're nearly over 30, not 13. Sometimes I don't like you an awful lot, Charlotte," Viola thought suddenly. Wouldn't it be great to be able to say that out loud? But you didn't do that. Not to a woman from whom you've accepted an evening's worth of hospitality and more than your share of luscious lemon drizzle cake. She stayed, patient and polite, but determined. "Can't stay any longer, I'm afraid. I promised Mum I wouldn't be late back." "Your mother? Darling, it gets worse. You're not still camping out at the old family homestead, are you?" Charlotte was openly jeering now. The others, apart from sweet Amanda, smirked a bit, but looked awkward. Jessica blew Viola a cheery goodbye kiss. Lisa waved through the back garden window, but the choices hung in the room's hot air. Humour your hostess or support her victim? Viola vaguely pondered this tricky social dilemma on their collective behalf. Then she caught Amanda firing a warning glare across to Charlotte, who looked instantly alarmed and clapped her hand to her mouth. She'd remembered. This happened a lot. In the 16 months since Rhys had died, Viola had learned that she carried her youthful widowhood around like a big, ugly disfigurement, something not to be mentioned, but impossible to overlook. From the beginning, it had made even those she was closest to over-careful of her, wary of saying the wrong thing in case they accidentally pushed Viola into shattering emotional meltdown. In fact, Charlotte's unthinking teasing was a welcome change from being treated with velvety care. All the same, it didn't make Charlotte any easier to love.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?